Decades of history damaged in an early morning fire. Now the investigation begins to see what sparked those flames. Another person is behind bars in what police are calling a gang shootout that took the life of a Tyler woman. New details in the case police have against all three suspects.
And the weekend looking very nice. We'll give you all those details coming up. KLTV 7 News at 6 starts right now.
Now in high definition. Caring, committed, proud of East Texas. This is KLTV 7 News, your East Texas news leader.
Good evening. Thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Taylor Himness. Joe and Lexi have the evening off. Decades of history is left damaged after an early morning fire. It started around 3:30 this morning at the Bumpus house in the 200 block of East Upshur Avenue in Gladewater. The Gladewater Fire Department says they had to call in backup, and eventually 4 fire departments had to respond. As KLTV 7's Shaylee Sanders explains, the damage has left this house barely recognizable.
According to Gregg County records, the Bumpus house originally belonged to William E. Bumpus and his wife Catherine, who purchased the property in 1927. The home was recorded as a Texas Historic Landmark in 1994.
I hate to see the building destroyed, or damaged like it has been. It's a town relic, a landmark of the community for many years.
The fire reportedly started around 3:30 this morning and quickly spread throughout the home. Gladewater Fire Chief Wayne Smith says he immediately called for backup.
We had excess of 3 separate engines, 2 tank trucks, and about approximately 20 to 25 men. We actually went defensive and started more fire suppression duties. I had to pull the guys out from the interior attack because of structural fatigue at that time.
Chief Smith says the home is vacant and fortunately no one was injured.
The firemen did an excellent job with the age of the building and the building products. Like I say, it's been here since 1927.
A historic landmark now needing a lot of attention, leaving community members concerned about its future.
It's a very unfortunate situation. Hopefully somebody will take it upon themselves to rebuild it.
In Gladewater, Shaylee Sanders, KLTV 7 News.
The Gregg County Fire Marshal is investigating the cause of that fire. He says it's too early to tell if the home is a complete loss, but does tell us the home has major fire and water damage. A third person is now behind bars in connection with a Tyler Park shooting. Police say this man, 20-year-old Javier Wilson Hurd, has been charged with murder. Police say the investigation is still open. However, they're not currently seeking any more suspects in that shooting that killed a Tyler mother. Tonight, KLTV 7's Melanie Torrey has the court documents explaining exactly what happened at the park that night and how police put these 3 men behind bars.
20 pages of affidavits detail how authorities identified 20-year-old Rakeem Goldstein, 19-year-old Dennis Bendy, and 20-year-old Javier Wilson Hurd as the gang members behind the stray bullet that killed Brianna Young.
Goldstein and Bendy were in the vehicle that were on Mockingbird firing into the park, and then also Wilson Hurd was in the park at the time firing back at them.
Court documents reveal that after the shooting, a Tyler woman approached her probation officer with text messages about who was involved. One of the suspect's alleged girlfriends writes, "There was just a shooting in the West." Her friend replies, "Oh Lord, where's Booby?" also known as Goldstein. She replies, "He had to leave Tyler because he was involved. I'm in the hood. The law is everywhere, and the girl's body is just laying on the ground." Her friend asks, "Are you serious? Who shot her?" She replies, "It's a long story. She died with her baby in her arms." According to court documents, when Brianna Young, also known as Sister, was shot, she collapsed on top of her 3-year-old son. In a forensic interview, that little boy told authorities KJ shot Sister and didn't say "I'm sorry." Police identified KJ as Wilson Hurd. This exclusive video from the night of the shooting shows police arresting Wilson Hurd 6 blocks from the park. The rear window of the car he was driving had been shot out. That night, he was taken to jail for giving false info to police. He bonded out hours later. Today, Wilson Hurd was in court, now charged with murder. A judge appointed an attorney to him for the long legal road ahead. In Tyler, Melanie Torrey, KLTV 7 News.
Police arrested Wilson Hurd last night when someone spotted him standing in a Tyler roadway waving a gun. Authorities say they were already preparing to arrest him for murder when they were notified that he'd been booked into jail on another charge. A Gregg County man is accused of sexual assault of a child. Samuel Lane McKnight was arrested August 9th and booked into the Gregg County Jail. According to the arrest warrant, he had been providing alcohol to minors, and that's when the assaults allegedly occurred. McKnight posted a $25,000 bond and has since been released from jail. Police say a car deal gone bad has landed this man behind bars. 23-year-old David Van Osdal is arrested and charged with robbery after he tried to fight the man selling a car. Police say he fought with the seller, then removed him and his family from the car and took off. Officers arrested him at a gas station on Highway 64 while he was still with that stolen vehicle. He's in jail on $227,000 bond. Police say he was already under investigation by sheriff's deputies for trying a similar auto theft. Longview police are cracking down on businesses selling alcohol to minors. This week, officers conducted stings on retailers in the area. 12 out of the 56 locations sold alcohol to minors. To see that list of violations, just head over to our website, kltv.com. In the big red box, you'll find the story, 12 East Texas businesses sell alcohol to teens during sting. A 51-year-old Lufkin man has been sentenced to 9 months in the county jail for the misdemeanor evading arrest charge that marked his 47th arrest. Repeat offender John Birch is still being held in the Angelina County Jail on the evading arrest charge and a felony parole violation charge. Birch now works in the jail, serving his time as a trustee. He will earn 3 days credit for every day served in jail.
Based on his previous history and number of times being in jail, probation wasn't an option that we were offering at this time. After discussions with his attorney, John Reeves, we did reach a plea agreement at a 9-month sentence that he'll serve on that.
Now that Birch has been sentenced for the evading arrest charge, he will have to appear before the parole board. If he has not been arrested on any additional charges by that time, the parole board hearing will focus on any violations of his parole. State health officials are asking doctors to be on alert for measles. 4 cases of that respiratory illness have been confirmed in just the last month in Texas. The state has seen 9 total cases this year. That's up from 0 cases last year. Now, no East Texas counties have reported a case so far, but health officials are urging immunizations, even to those people who've had exposure, to help protect against that illness. Well, kids only have 2 more weekends, then it is back to school, and one East Texas district is looking at record numbers when they start the new year. KLTV7's Jamie Boyum takes us to Longview ISD and tells us what's behind this record year.
The acceptance letters are about to be in the mail. Transfer students wanting to learn at Longview Independent School District are about to be notified of their status, and the numbers are pretty high.
This past year, we were about at 500. Right now, as we speak, we are at 439 with a big stack ready to go for board approval next month. So we will surpass that 500 mark by far because students will come throughout the year.
Adam Holland, LISD spokesman, would know. He's seen the stacks of requests for transfers and the end result of their requests for teaching staff.
We have had to add at least a classroom or 2 at every campus.
Why the influx? Holland says there are many reasons, like their career and technology programs, which get students on the road toward certification.
The state is talking about that now, about giving students an opportunity to become a diesel mechanic or to become a welder or to become one of these types of positions that you need certification for. We've concentrated on that for years.
In fact, Holland's children attend LISD.
The reason I enrolled my children here several years ago, before I came to work here, is because of the academic offerings.
Of course, not all the 118 new teachers are new positions. Some teachers retired or moved on. But one thing is sure, LISD is growing.
We have a little bit for everybody, and that's why those numbers continue to go up.
Jamie Boyum, KLTV 7 News.
Holland added that other areas had staff increases like maintenance and nursing. He says they'll be ready for the increase since they have been working on it all summer long. Still ahead, after hours of waiting, dozens braved the lines to make sure they are prepared for the new school year. Plus, some Texas first responders are honored for their work during the West explosion recovery.
And this weekend is looking very nice. We'll give you all those details coming up. A quick look at your Grant and Flannery weather net site. 89 right now at the middle school there in Lufkin. Notice a few clouds throughout the day today, but clearing is taking place as we speak. We'll talk about it coming up.